In this video, we're going to discuss the universal collective, this global energy for the Gemini new moon that falls on June 6th, 2024. Thank you for tuning in and watching, listening. My name is Edward, psychic medium, animal communicator, your soul messenger host, assisting us all, including myself, to live, love, and manifest a life that our soul intended for us to live this lifetime. Let's get busy. All right, quick introduction. Go to my website, Ragosta.community, link Medium Tarot TV, and first view the zodiac year energy video. And I did do a separate video just for the year to separate it. That started April 2024. And then the current solar month energy, which is Gemini 2024. And then that brings us to the next, which is the current week energy, which is going to be the strongest June 6th through the 13th. But everything discussed here is going to be an influence for the entire lunar month of June 6th through July 4th. All right. Now, the week energy is Sagittarius moon. And let me tell you, we should see this as welcome change. This energy is either new, NEW, which is what I recommend, or being battle weary, which is what I describe as tired and we can't move forward. It might not be permanent, but unfortunately, though, those that do not venture out with their experience, life path, journey, are going to miss out, unfortunately. I understand that if there is a need to pause or heal, but do it quickly. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but do it quickly because you don't want to miss out with this energy. This energy represents, along with the next energy, the day energy, a major push forward. Okay? So we can't complain that things aren't happening if we're not willing to take a chance. Okay? It could be a calculated risk. Totally agree on that one. A calculated risk. Not just make a change or take an action because we are frustrated. Understood, right? Okay. So new. Introduce something new into your life. Obviously, hopefully, it will include our mindset. And usually with this energy, I say, are we ready? Are we ready for Freddy? Are we ready for new? Okay, there we are. I hope we are. Those that are will be able to take full advantage of this new moon energy. And even if we aren't, we should persevere and push through anyway. Just saying, okay, to make the most of this time. All right, going to move on to the day energy. Let's see what's going on with the day. So we have the moon in Gemini, of course. The new moon in Gemini is at 8:38 a.m. Eastern. Adjust the time to where you are on the globe. Color of the day is crimson. Okay? Very well. Now, this energy is a continuation of what I call the soul's journey, a 3-week crash course of the soul. Each day we go through a major lesson of life here on planet Earth, the experience, life, path, journey, hopefully adventure. And the current cycle is June 3rd through the 24th, 2024. And we go through this about 4 times a year. And if we can get one or acknowledge or move through one of the 22 lessons, we are so good to go. And we are progressing with our life, soul growth and evolution. Just one. Okay? Now, this one has to do with the Astrological Association is Aries. So Aries are the go-getters. So here we are, right? Aries are the go-getters. They are the one full of energy. They might not always finish what they start, but that's okay because someone has to start. Someone has to be the first one to get on the dance floor and dance, right? Someone has to get the ball rolling. That's what Aries does. It's a rush of energy. And we're going to need that to combat the next energy, which is very mindful of the mind, conscious mind, which is a state of being. And this is the state of being that we need to have is from today, how do we move forward? Branch out. With that new energy from the week, how do we branch out? How do we expand? How do we plus? How do we add on? How do we enhance the experience, our experience of life? Now, this does happen, energy that does happen to do with the foundation, the core foundation of our life. Okay? No biggie, right? So, if we are having trouble with something like moving forward or moving on or progressing, odds are it's hitting one of the core issues of the foundation. And for some people, they will be shifting their foundation, their core beliefs. It's in the making. Well, you know, I still think that we're under the influence of the eclipses through June. So, for the most part, through this new moon. So, take what, has come up, and this is our breakthrough. This is our time to take action. This is definitely a time to take action. Sitting on your laurels, you will miss out. I don't care how advanced you are. Doesn't matter. That could be expanding into different markets, different target audience. It could be a lot of different things. But this is a get busy energy. So it's not a Taurus energy, but those who take the bull by the horns and go for it, luck favors the bold, and we create our own luck by our mindset. And of course, the actions that we take, inspired action that we take, fueled by, it can't be necessity, but fueled by passion. So, is there an area that we want to break through into? Now, this can be starting a new career or starting from scratch with something. It could be. Aries energy is brand new, brand spanking new. So, here we are. Hope springs eternal. And at this point, according to the calendar year, we are fastly approaching summer. And keeping in mind springtime, which we're currently in, spring vibration that we're currently in, calendar and solar and lunar cycle, is a time to plant energetic seeds. So, this is planting those energetic seeds. So, whatever territory you want to go in, whatever direction you want to go in, take an action. Our future selves will thank us. All right. Go, go, gadget. Go, go, Aries. Now, we're going to move on to the next energy, which is the psychic insight theme for this new moon. The Gemini new moon is at 16 degrees. So if you're astrologically inclined, look to see where 16 degrees Gemini falls on your chart. That is the focus, personally for you, for this new moon. That's what the universe will bring to focus, the issues, whatever's involved with that house. And then the opposite, which is 6 houses or 6 signs away, will be where the shadow is. And that's where things are stirring, but the focus isn't there. So the focus is on where Gemini is, and 6 signs or opposite it 16 degrees as well is the shadow. Both are affected. And the psychic insight theme energy definitely has to do with our shadow side. So because of that, they might actually have more equal billing, if you will. So the challenge is not to let our shadow prevent us from going after what we want. Hmm. So wherever that opposite house or sign is, six signs, 6 houses away, is a shadow that needs to be dealt with one way or the other so we can move forward with wherever Gemini hits 16 degrees in our chart. That's if you're astrologically inclined. All right. Now, the astrological influence is Mars in Gemini. Okay. So I forgot to say, well, if you have Mars in Gemini, you're activating power in a trigger, just like if you're a Sagittarius moon. And I might as well say them all while I'm saying them. For the year, Leos are the it boys and girls. They're activating power in a trigger. And also if you have the placement of Saturn in Pisces. And for the solar month of Gemini 2024, it is Capricorn, the it boys and girls, and the placement of Venus in Aquarius, which is a detachment. You deal with what you have to deal with, but with a moving away from detachment. And with this energy that we're dealing with here for the psychic insight theme, this is an energy of detaching mentally. This is what I call negative waiting time, waiting for something to happen. It's like waiting for Godot. So we are not, I colorfully say, the waiting game can become the crying game. So let's not go there. So let's not get stuck in the waiting game, in the waiting. This is a time of action, time of doing, time of expanding with that Sagittarius moon influence. That's expanding our horizons. What direction do we want to go in? This is a time of putting it all, laying it all out on the table. This is me. This is it. Go for it. So that's a bit of a challenge, I'll have to say. Now, the planetary influence of Mars in Gemini, Mars is action, impetus, drive. Okay? Gemini is known as the twins. Two, right? Twins, two. Two options, two choices. That's the way to go. I would say definitely. I've been saying that since lockdown, shutdown. Always have two options and two choices. Even if that's like the main one and then a default. Or I don't want to say just in case because that's a negative. A default, like a backup. Okay. That would soothe the savage beast. That would soothe a lot of mental nerves by having a second option or choice. All right. Now, our issues will come up with this, and that's where the shadow comes in. So, stuff that's been holding us back, and very likely our mindset, our perspective, our point of view. But that's all right. We're all a work in progress. We're all growing and evolving, hopefully. But this is an energy where we have to be careful not to talk ourselves out of something. If it feels right, we do it. If it doesn't, re-examine why it doesn't, and if it still holds true that it doesn't feel right, then you don't do it. But we're not to talk ourselves out of it because of timing. This unfortunately is a patience card. And then we got the Aries energy, which is not really patience. And then we got the Sagittarius moon, which is not really patience. So we just have to be careful. I mean, I want us to take action, but we're not to take an action just because we are frustrated because of the waiting game. Understood, but We want to make sure that whatever we start has legs, has staying power, forever as long as projected or as close as possible, right? All right. Very well. So I'll just say the rest. Actually, I already did. Okay. So now moving on to my favorite part, which is the theme healing song. Now, the keywords that I received was first, I received action. Okay. Week energy, day energy. Then I received ready, set, go. All right. And we ended up with a song called White Knuckles from 2010 from OK Go with Friends. I'm not gonna spoil it if you haven't seen it by now. Who the friends are, it's definitely worth checking out the music video just for that alone. So I was so caught up and enamored by the actual music video that I had to watch a video that has to do with the lyrics. So first I did the visual, and then I went back and, which is often the case with OK Go. You have to give it another listen because you're glamored with the visual, which is wonderful. But then let's see what the lyrics are, what the meaning is. So White Knuckles is saying, yes, it might be a difficult task, but we have to move on. We have to move forward. It might not be a let it go, but it certainly is a let it be so we can make room for new. And then, so that's the main song. And then, mostly because of the title, the song, the second song is Welcome to Tomorrow, in parentheses, Are You Ready? 1994 by Snap. All right, there we go. So both of these songs like bring you back to, a different place and time. 1994 and 2010. All right. So Welcome to Tomorrow, Are You Ready? Is basically like, join me, let's go on a ride, let's take an adventure, but let's move forward. Okay? Let's welcome tomorrow. The future is now, right? Basically, that's what that's saying. But are we ready? And that brings us back to the weak energy. Are you ready for Freddy? But basically, are you ready for new? Hopefully, we are. Because we can really make progress this lunar month if we don't talk ourselves out of it with our mindset. I know. It's not like I haven't been there, done there myself. All right. So, in closing, I'm just going to say go for it. I'm just going to leave it at that. Or just do it, as Nike says. All right. So, and thank you for joining us. Until next time we connect, either in another video or if you see me for a psychic reading session, either in person through Light Club Curiosity Shop, usually Warwick, New York, sometimes Sugarloaf, New York, or by telephone. And you can go to my website at ragosta.community, link readings. There is where my current rates are, current schedule is, and where you can schedule a session. All right. So until next time, let's go for it. All right. Take care.